Into the Radius has been a big part of my small channel. It was my first and second video, and it was my first video to hit 1000 views. Now the devs have announced a sequel, I thought it would be an ideal time to go back to the 1.0 version where it all began.
Raise your hands above your head for identification. Welcome, Explorer.
This looks a lot cooler than the one in 2.0. It looks a lot more rugged, like an actual apocalypse base. There are a lot of ways that the 1.0 version of the game is different. Some ways are good, some are bad, some things I really wish the devs had kept in, and some I'm really glad that they took out. I'm glad to see you're still in the game. Could have done without that in here. The first obvious change is the map. To most people, they're familiar with the less open, exploded map with the 5 different regions, but originally it was one big map. It still has all the points of interest from the world we know now, but they're a little bit more condensed. Oh, there's the crane. Construction, that's marked. You can see though where they found inspiration for the map. Because obviously there's the castle, there's the factory, there's that train line. You can see where it started. You'll also find differences in how the game feels. The atmosphere is completely different. It feels spookier, and what seemed like a higher amount of fog in this version had me on edge for most of my playthrough. It's really unsettling. It's like uncharted waters being here. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. There's so many noises. What was that? I keep thinking I'm hearing shit. And seeing shit. The enemies don't make it any easier. You still have the same shufflers from the 2.0 version and their invisible counterparts. There are also less armed enemies. I haven't seen too many so far anyway, so that's okay. But the spiders, they've kept them. And those teleporting sods that make my life hell? Yeah, they're here too. There you are. They're so much harder to see in this version. Oh, there he is, yeah. God, you are invisible, aren't you? Oh fuck, there he is. Fuck you. What surprised me was one of the anomalies not present in the late version. I'd not seen it before and completely jumped out of my skin when I first came across it. Lovely death circle on the ground there. Definitely missed. What the fuck? What the fuck? You can see just a whole path of these lines set out, covering all these valleys. That anomaly is called the Sigil anomaly, and the screams you hear come out of it alert enemies to your presence when you enter it. I didn't know this at the time, so I'm quite glad now I cleared the area beforehand. That's my shelter, isn't it, over there? Yep, I thought so. Oh, it looks so weird. The old map has a charm about it that I haven't felt in the latest version. It might just be me waffling, but the 1.0 map feels a lot more alive. There are some features in it that I just didn't see as much in the latest version. First being the climbing. I mean, you've got the iconic crane there, but that's it for the latest version as far as I know. Whereas in 1.0, climbing is required a bit more often and it can lead to areas where otherwise you wouldn't be able to access. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Wait, no, how... I'm on the... being on the roof is all good, but where the hell do I go now? I'm so confused. I'm just on the roof. Oh no, never mind, hold on. Ah, for God's sake. Yeah, okay. I'm not going up to the roof. I'm going in the window. Yes, that's the way in. It's not just climbing either, the whole map is littered with little things that just add character to the world around you. I'm not saying the latest version doesn't do this, of course, but I think the environment of 1.0 just achieves it that little bit better. Whoa. Yeah, because this doesn't look spooky at all. The mystical black rods? No, not rods. Oh, what the hell? Whoa. Oh, that's strange. Can I collapse this entire thing? Oh, obviously not. Can I climb it? No? The whole concept of what the 1.0 version was is really interesting, and exploring it more is definitely something on my to-do list. But I wanted to take the opportunity now to talk about Into the Radius 2. See, the devs have put out some Q&As asking the people what they would like to see in the next game, and as someone who has enjoyed the game greatly, I thought I'd give my opinion on some of the things mentioned and what I would like to see. Remember kids, smoking is bad. One of the biggest things talked about is multiplayer. A lot of people have speculated on its presence in the sequel game and have been asking for it as long as the game has been out. Hello. I can see why there would be such a desire, to be honest. Exploring the post-apocalypse with your friends in an almost Daisy-like way is a really appealing thing for players. I think the issue that might come with having multiplayer in the game is it will kind of bring down the atmosphere. Because if you're just walking solo, you've got the noise, you've got the world around you. But if you've got a friend, I mean, yeah, it'll be more fun. But it kind of takes away from that a bit. But I'm definitely for it though. I think it'll be great if you can play it with somebody. The next is the map itself. This is more of a personal opinion, but I would like to see more urban settings, more big buildings, proper towns. I understand it may not be quite the aesthetic, but it would be a good contrast to the more open, rural setting we know now. Staying on the map, I think an open map gives a much more dynamic playstyle, where if you go far out you have to think about how you do it and not rely on the shortcuts we love in the latest version. That open map also bringing a higher purpose to the shelters we find. But understanding the open map may bring issues when dealing with optimization, quest ports, that sort of thing, so it may not come to fruition. You could add so much to them as well, the bigger buildings. You could put so much content for the story and you could really enrich the environment. Kind of like what Fallout does. You sometimes see people posted up inside their bedroom dead. Yeah, a bit dark, yeah, sure, but it's cool. The final thing I would want to see is more dynamic environments, climbing, destructible walls, or places to get into higher tier areas. Things like that where you can use the environment to your advantage. I think it would really enrich the game. Do knives set off explosive barrels? Oh, that was a good throw. No, they don't. But guns do. Apparently not. I was lied to. I was lied to. I'm excited to see where it goes, but for now that is the end. Thank you, kind stranger, for watching. I apologise again for the black bars. I'm frustrated, it's frustrating, and I should have done more testing. A like and a subscribe are never needed but always appreciated. And with that, I will see you next time, where we roll around on the floor trying to knock clones over like bowling pins. Goodbye.